Hey racers, JonRacer3 here today, back for another Hot Wheels tournament. Today we have 8 hypercars and 8 supercars, all from a whole bunch of different brands to compete on my newest creation. We have a 4-lane track down onto the Anki Overdrive track into the finish. Now you may be asking, hey John, how is this track different than all of the Anki Overdrive tracks that you've made in the past? Well, as you can see, the whole track is open, even the bumps on the side. Yes, there are walls, but cars will hit these bumps and wreck very, very badly. So the races can be won by anyone, no matter if they have rubber wheels or regular wheels. So let's go ahead, meet our cars, explain the rules, and get started. Here we go on race number 1, representing Team HYPERCAR. We got the Bugatti Vision GT and the LaFerrari going up against the McLaren 720S and that brand new Jaguar XE. In the second race, we have the Koenigsegg Agera and the McLaren Senna going up against the Porsche 911 GT3 RS and the Lamborghini Huracan. I think I said Porsche, right? Okay, next up we have the Nissan Vision 2020 Concept and the Aston Martin Vulcan going up against the Ferrari 488 GTB and the Sesto Elemento. And then finally we have that beautiful Bugatti Chiron and a Ferrari FXXK going up against the Pagani Zonda and a Lamborghini Gallardo. We have some beautiful cars here. It's going to be the first 2 out of 3 for cars, so even if the cars are on the same team, they will be competing against each other. There are going to be a lot of crazy wrecks on this race, so I hope you are excited. Now, the cars will physically switch lanes with their teammate every race. For example, next race, the Jaguar and the McLaren will switch, and then if you go to a third race, they will switch again. They will not switch sides of the track until the next race, where the teams will be swapped and the rules will continue. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's start racing. In 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be the LaFerrari hopping onto the track, taking the win. The Jaguar takes a bad tumble. Here we go, race number 2, the LaFerrari is up 1, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and it's an awful wreck. The LaFerrari is going to spin down to the finish line. The Jaguar wrecks out his teammate, the McLaren 720S, and the LaFerrari is going to move on to the finale. The LaFerrari's moved on for Team HYPERCAR, but representing that team in this race is the Koenigsegg Agera and the McLaren Senna, 2 beautiful looking hypercars going up against the Porsche 911 and the Lamborghini Huracan. Here we go, race number 1. 3, 2, 1. It's an awful wreck from all of the cars there. It's going to be the Lamborghini holding the win ahead of his teammate and his opponents taking the first win. Here we go, race number 2. The Lamborghini is up 1. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be a wreck. It's going to be the McLaren Senna though, pushing the Huracan back, staying the farthest down the track, and taking 1 win for Team HYPERCAR. It is 1-1, Lamborghini and McLaren. Here we go, race number 3. 3, 2, 1. What just happened there? The McLaren Senna had it, but he hit a bump and he's sent to the back. Both of the supercars with a great performance, but it's the Lamborghini taking the win, so he'll be moving on to the next round. Here we go with our third matchup. We have the Nissan Vision 2020 Concept and the Aston Martin Vulcan going up against the Ferrari 488 GTB and the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. 3, 2, 1. That is going to be the Aston Martin Vulcan. Well, he rolled back, but he did get the farthest, beating the Sesto Elemento, taking the first win for the HYPERCARs. Here we go, race number 2. They switch lanes, and the Aston Martin has 1 win. 3, 2, 1. That the Aston Martin and the Ferrari clash down the back stretch, but in the end it's going to be the Ferrari 488 GTP for Team Supercar taking its first win. What a race. Both of the inside cars have 1 win, the Ferrari and the Vulcan. Who is going to take it? 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be the Ferrari shooting straight up the track, almost taking out everyone in his path, but the Sesto Elemento is surprisingly going to take his first win. So now both of the supercars have one win, and it's not looking good for Team HYPERCAR. Here we go, race number 4. 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be the Sesto Elemento with a fantastic clean run, avoiding all of the carnage behind him. He's going to be moving on for Team Supercar. It's not looking good for the HYPERCARs because we got 2 supercar Lamborghinis in the finale with that LaFerrari. Can the HYPERCARs take it? We got the Bugatti Chiron and the Ferrari FXXK going up against the beautiful underrated Pagani Zonda Roadster and the Lamborghini Gallardo. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's going to be the Gallardo with such a clean run. I love how they just fall onto that track there. And the Pagani is having some issues. The back of his car should not be looking like that. The Bugatti wrecked into him, which is unfortunate, but that is one win for the supercars. Lamborghini has one win. Can the HYPERCARs make a comeback? We're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's an awful wreck, but it's going to be the Ferrari FXXK taking a win for the HYPERCARs, delaying the reign of the supercars by at least one race. Let's go to the third race. Here we go, race number 3. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and the Bugatti's gonna make a very clean victory from the Lamborghini, making it 2-1 HYPERCARs. Now, any one of the HYPERCARs could win, and they'll be moving on, trumping the supercars. Here we go, race number 4. 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be close, but it is going to be the Lamborghini taking the win. The Bugatti sadly takes out his own teammate, the Ferrari FXXK, which is very unfortunate. And there you have it. We have our 4 finalists, 3 of them Lamborghinis and 3 of them supercars. We got the Gallardo, the Sesto, and the Huracan going up against the one HYPERCAR, the Tomica Ferrari LaFerrari. It'll be the first car to 3 wins, takes it all. Who is it gonna be? Now the cars are just going to rotate lanes just normally like they do in any other tournament. Let's see who takes it. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's an awful wreck from the LaFerrari. It's going to be the Huracan taking the first win. Here we go, race number 2. Huracan's up 1. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's going to be the Sesto Elemento just barely beating out the LaFerrari. Huracan takes a bad tumble at the very beginning. Sesto is up 1. Both the Huracan and the Sesto are up 1. 3, 2, 1. That, and they're bashing and clashing all the way down, but it's going to be the LaFerrari taking its first win for HYPERCARs. Now everyone has a win except for the Gallardo, who will take it in 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's going to be the Sesto Elemento taking his second win, beating the competition. He only needs one more to take the victory. Here we go with another race. Can the Sesto take it? 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's an awful wreck. The Sesto wrecks early, and it's going to be the Huracan getting his second win, just barely beating out the LaFerrari. That is unfortunate. Here we go. Both the Huracan and the Sesto have 2. One of them can win, and it'll be all over. Gallardo still has 0 though. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's gonna be close. And speaking of the Gallardo, he's gonna take his first win, beating out the competition and getting his first win. I just said that. Here we go, another race. Who will take it? 3, 2, 1. Awful wreck, but the LaFerrari is gonna spin around like a tornado, getting his second win. This is really coming down to the wire. Here we go. Now the LaFerrari, Sesto, and Huracan have 2. Gallardo has 1. This could be it. 3, 2, 1. That is an awful wreck from all of the Lamborghinis, but it's going to be the LaFerrari sneaking it for the HYPERCARs and taking your victory royale today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this track. I know I did have a lot of fun filming on it. You're definitely going to see a lot of videos coming on this track. Don't you worry, but the HYPERCARs I don't know what I'm saying, snuck the win away from the supercars, and wow, was that a good tournament. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.